Jamie Oliver is a celebrity chef that found notoriety in the late 90s and early 2000s. He's created restaurants, sold books, TV shows, and basically achieved peak heights of a culinary career. Although he is insanely successful, Jamie has his critics, and a tarnish on his name, and a vendetta against turkey twizzlers. As a first-hand victim of the British school dinner epidemic, he's pissed off an entire generation of humans, robbing enjoyment out of our childhoods one fizzy drink at a time. I'm going to explore Jamie Oliver's career and the public perception of the naked chef. While on the surface Jamie is very successful, knows how to sell a book, and become a sex symbol for middle-class menopausing women, his career has a series of miscalculated errors that can be pinned down to his public perception. There are two big boys in the world of British chefing. Yes, there are other successful chefs, but no one really compares in cultural influence and fame than Jamie Oliver and Gordon Ramsay. In order to get a better perspective of why Ramsay is generally more high rated, we need to explore key moments of Jamie's career. Jamie doesn't just like to put his seasoned fingers on stuffed birds, but is also a chef that feels the need to make a change, which is admirable, and he's done a lot of good, but he often goes about it in the wrong manner. After 3 seasons of The Naked Chef, winning an MBE, and helping disadvantaged young adults become chefs, the apocalypse arrived for thousands of school kids up and down Britain. In 2005, Oliver initiated a campaign, originally called Feed Me Better, to move British schoolchildren towards eating healthy foods and cutting out junk food. As a result, the British government also pledged to address the issue. His campaign for changes in nutrition resulted in people voting him as the most inspiring political figure of 2005. Although some people found him inspiring, he had a generation of kids who didn't get a say in the matter. Our generation may have been fat, but we didn't get a say regardless. Even though it's an inspiring message, he forgot one key element to his health campaign: that the very generation he would set out to help would grow up to adults living with resentment of having their childhoods ruined. From burgers and coke to flavoured water and salads. And it wasn't just the kids who were unhappy. The dinner ladies and mums were furious.
I would like an apology off you for calling me a big fat scrubber on Top Gear.
Did I call you that?
Yeah, sure did.
At first, Jamie was only tackling the UK's food problems. However, he declared a full-scale food revolution, which saw him travelling to America and addressing their fast food crisis. No one in the Western world was going to escape the wrath of the naked chef. Of course, in all of the chubby cheek places in the world, it wasn't surprising when Jamie found heavy backlash in America. He discovered it was going to be an uphill battle when he tried to show a group of school kids what chicken nuggets were made of.
Some of the processed foods that you love are made from the bits you don't like. Bone, all the connective tissues, little bits of bone marrow and stuff like that. Now, who would still eat this? Great.
In June 2008, Oliver launched a restaurant, Jamie's Italian, where I'm assuming they sold Italian food. This was his first high street venture. At its peak, there are 42 Jamie's Italian restaurants in the UK. The brand was franchised and include branches all over the world. In 2011, Oliver, an advocate for cooking meals from scratch and using local produce, caused controversy after it turned out the sauces used in Jamie's Italian in Glasgow were from an industrial park 400 miles away. In January 2017, the chief executive of Jamie's Restaurant Group announced the closure of 6 restaurants in the UK, affecting 120 jobs. In January 2020, the firm's administrator said that most of the £80 million Jamie's restaurant chain owed after its collapse in May 2019 will not be recovered. In August 2018, just before the downfall of his restaurant chain, Jamie was accused of cultural appropriation for his microwavable rice. Even just saying that is mental. Imagine getting cancelled over microwavable rice. Peak. He labelled his product Punchy Jerk Rice, but found backlash because it literally didn't include any ingredients found in traditional Jamaican jerk marinade. He said he used the name to show where he drew culinary inspiration from. Oliver is often criticised for underestimating the cost of supposedly cheap food he encourages poor people to prepare for themselves, as well as having an unrealistic view of poverty in Britain. The ingredients and techniques he uses in various TV shows and books aren't found in a typical home kitchen environment. It always seems like he aims high and falls short. To a large majority of people, whenever Jamie campaigns, they eye-roll at his policies that affect the poorest. Evidence of this can be seen from his sugar tax, his proposed 2-for-1 pizza bans in Scotland, and most recently, his Eat a Mess campaign, which saw him protesting outside of Downing Street over the government's U-turn on anti-obesity. Of course, once again, it was met with heavy backlash due to the timing of his campaign, which is seeing the UK go through the worst cost of living crisis and affecting the poorest in a time when it literally couldn't get any more difficult. So it always kind of seems like he's out of touch. I think that's the biggest difference between these culinary kings. One comes across miscalculated, pompous, and forcing an agenda, and the other one embraces the meme, is the legit high-profile chef, and didn't ruin my childhood. As you can tell, I clearly have an agenda, but I think Jamie Oliver is a classic case of heart's in the right place, but completely wrong way to go about it. Honestly, if it was just a restaurant chain that went down and didn't get rid of my chicken nuggets, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, fair play, unlucky mate. But you don't go around touching little kids' Twizzlers. Thank you so much for watching this video and your support recently. It really means a lot to me. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below what you want to see next.